all trucks aren't built the same. That's this one included. This is a Ford F-150, but in this video I kind of want to go over all the things that makes this F-150 special, and we'll start in the inside because I feel like there's a lot of cool features in the inside, and obviously this isn't the one with all the bells and whistles because it's an XLT, but I think you might be surprised of all the things that comes with this Ford F-150. And if you're in the market for one, this will probably be a video you want to watch all the way to the end, because you don't want to get an F-150 that doesn't have the features that you expected to have. So let's get into it. And if you don't mind to like and subscribe, it definitely helps the channel out, so I would greatly appreciate it. Some people use their pickup trucks for personal use and some people use it for work. I happen to be one of the people that use this pickup truck for work. And let me show you what Ford did right with this pickup truck for people that use it for work. I have it right back here. And it's basically to be able to charge your equipment conveniently. And basically how this works, I will have to start up the truck, which I'm about to do now. So let's see here. And then the plug outlet is right here. You can see the light is on. So let's plug it in. Okay, so this one is plugged in. And then you can see the battery. And now it's charging. But the cooler part, say you have more than one person on the job site, which sometimes that happens to me from time to time. I have another battery pack. Let's go to the front. Come around here. And then let's hop in. Okay, so I'm gonna set it over here, and the plug outlet is right here for this one. And then see the light is on, plug it in. And I still have the one in the back on as well. So now this one is charging. But we still have the one in the back charging currently. So this is super convenient for an individual that's using it for work. And I must say, me being an individual that has to charge their tools from time to time, I can't say how convenient this truly is, especially when you have other people on the site. But this isn't the only place that you can charge these batteries. You also have an outlet in the trunk, which let's see how that works. I have more chargers and more batteries. I just happened to bring these two for this video. So let's see if it works around back. So let's sit it here, and then you see the outlet. And then let's see. This one actually has a little bit of kick to it, so you got to hold it up when you're plugging it in. So let's see. All right, so it's now charging from the trunk. Better yet, the bed of the truck. But the reason why I'm showing you this, especially for those individuals that use their pickup truck for work, is because trust me when I say that this is extremely convenient. Because when you're at a job site that doesn't have electricity and you need electricity or some type of battery to charge your batteries, this is one of the things that you just don't think about until you need it. And I will say this has got me out of a pinch multiple times. So I think Ford did this extremely right. So I could be charging 3 different batteries at once right now in case my batteries die on the job site, which can happen on all day jobs or longer jobs. So this is extremely convenient to an individual that uses their pickup truck for business purposes. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug this for right now, but another cool thing I wanna mention that me personally, I find extremely convenient with a pickup truck like this. Like I said, F-150, this is a 2021 XLT. Let me put this up real quick. I'm gonna set this right back here, but let me show you another extremely cool feature or convenient feature is right here in the center console. Look how much space is in the center console. So I already have some things in here. I'm gonna set this off to the side. Got my bag in here as well. But let me show you a little feature. Put this right here. So we got the battery still charging. Let's extend it. You see this little notch right here? You could actually put the cord through that notch, and then so now your battery is sitting in there perfectly. It's still charging. You can go to the next job site if you need to charge a battery while on the way without it being disturbed or pinching your cable, where now it sits perfectly right here. I just think that's such a cool small feature, so convenient Because like I said, if you're using this for work, sometimes you need to charge your batteries on the go. And that is one of those features you just don't know you need until you need it. Let me show you how much space this truly has. So you remember I have the other battery in here and I got it in this notch in order to not pinch the cable. But let me go grab the other battery out the back. And remember, I'm gonna, as a matter of fact, let's plug this battery back up. Okay, so it's plugged back up. Let's extend it. So as you can see, it's charging again. I'm gonna put this battery in the center console with the other battery. And we're gonna also put this in the notch as well, where it won't pinch the battery. So let's set it like that. Both of them sit perfectly inside of it. And let's see if it fits in the notch. So remember that notch I mean, how good can it be? This is one of those things you don't know you need until you need it. And I've used it more than I would like to admit, but there's more space in here. Let's put that stuff that I took out originally back in. So both batteries charging. I have both the things I took out earlier in my bag, and then I put the wires for the cords in the notch. I mean, how much more do I need to say? That's one of those things that it seems small until you need it, especially when you're on a job site. And let's even say for personal use, because I don't want to strictly focus on the job site. Even if you are a day-to-day mother, father, or an individual that has a lot going on, you obviously see it can handle a lot, it can hold a lot. And then even with charging cables, because obviously you could use charging cables in the same manner. How many can you fit through this notch if you can get these cables through there? So it's just one of those things that I found completely fascinating, because obviously it's extremely useful in my life. That's why I got the truck. Like I said, this thing has a ridiculous amount of storage, and we just went over this storage, but it also has storage in the door. It has storage right here. It also has storage down here, storage right here. Let's go around back. It has plenty of storage back here, and then it has this opening right here where you could put some things as well, but it's also storage on the door over here. So I mean, it has plenty of space for all your tools or even your day-to-day things if you use it personally. Let's talk tech. First and foremost, let's turn the AC down, which that's cool. It shows you everything that you do on this display, which a beautiful display. Okay, so let's jump into Apple CarPlay and just all the features that this pickup truck has to offer, starting with enabling the Apple CarPlay connectivity. So now it is connecting to the phone. You can see Apple CarPlay is showing me where we're at currently at the moment. This is the map. You got YouTube music. You also got the phone call icon. And then over here, you also got a different map, but you could switch this up. So it says navigation currently. You can do audio. You can switch it over to zone lighting. And then you got off-roading. It kind of show you your balance with your pickup truck. And then you have the eco behavior, acceleration, deceleration, speed. Okay, fuel economy. That's pretty cool, convenient for individuals that want to see how much fuel they're using on trips and stuff of that nature. The dual screen, you could use both these screens in real time. So if I was to put in an address, it will show me where to go, but I could also do other things over on this little screen. And then you got this right here. You could do it like this as well, in case you didn't want to do it the other way that I just showed you with the arrows. So that's pretty cool. And it is touchscreen, as you can see. So you could add multiple phones as well. That's what phone list is, and it'll show you all the phones that are connected to the pickup truck, easily deleting anything that you want to delete by using phone settings. It'll show you and show you all the metrics on the trip or wherever you got on the secondary screen. So I think that's extremely, so say you wanted to keep your navigation up here while you did this on the phone list, the navigation will be over here, and then you can do what you need to do here, which is extremely convenient. And for those individuals that prefer to see the entire screen with navigation, you could actually put the whole screen where it's just one screen. So you don't need to keep the dual screen. You could actually have the whole screen be navigation, which this is a phenomenal feature. But say you wanted to pull your dual screen back up, it's two ways to do such. You can click here, pull the dual screen back up, or you can click that button over there once it goes to the full screen. And also, if you want it for the side screen to be the full screen or the bigger screen, you just hit this little arrow in between, and then it'll actually take the position where navigation once was, and then it'll be the actual side screen, which was zone lighting in this scenario. So I just feel like that's pretty cool. And there's probably so many more features with Apple CarPlay and everything that this has to offer, but I'm still learning myself personally. But just so far, I find this quite fascinating. But it also has a pretty cool digital gauge cluster as well, where you can kind of see different things about the vehicle by clicking through. As you can see here, trip, fuel, auto start and stop, which I'm not the biggest fan of that, but I understand the importance of it. Truck information, for example, you can see the tire pressure on your vehicle. It should be at a certain tire pressure, which it will show you all your tires pressure in real time, which that's actually been very convenient throughout my ownership of this vehicle. And then you could also see like the engine information. It'll show you oil life, which is 25%, engine hours 3,132, idle hours, which is 919. So just little stuff like that, which I find the digital gauge cluster to be extremely convenient. I put the pickup truck in reverse, and then you just hit this plus sign. This is the reverse camera. Now it's showing you exactly where to park if you were to have a trailer behind you, for your trailer hitch to be perfectly in line with it. So you can see the parking line right here. I can go straight back on it if I stay with it, but just say this is a trailer, and then you're just kind of staying with it, and you can see as the wheel turns, the line turns. So it's trying to position you perfectly, and then you can see the curb with the trailer hitch, and then you just kind of lining up with it, and then wherever the trailer will be, this will lock into it, and then you can straighten the wheel out, and then it will move alongside with you. But you could also switch back to reverse mode to see how far you are from any objects behind you. If you get too close to something where it seems like you're about to hit it, it will automatically stop the truck. It is a feature, a safety feature that's also integrated with this reverse camera. And this is cool too, as you can see those lines. Let me show you. So let's actually try to pull into the spot. So say I wanted to reverse perfectly into that spot. Let's go back into reverse. You see the green, yellow, red lines. So it actually helped me park into this parking spot right here. So let's get it position, bring it back, and then it'll actually help me get right there. And I'm not even using my mirrors. I'm just strictly using this as of right now. So it'll show you. So I just think that's one of those things where it's great. This is one of those things that kind of caught me off guard. So if you do have an F-150 that has this feature, beware of it. But let's say I put this in drive and I'm ready to drive off, but I got to grab something out of the car. Pay attention to the gear shift. So it has self-parking whenever you open the door to get out. So now I can let go of the brake and it won't go anywhere. And that feature comes in handy, especially for an individual that has to get out of the car frequently. Like say, for example, you live in a gated community and you need to use a key card in order to get in. Or say, for example, you're grabbing some mail out of your mailbox and you just want to grab it real quick and you forget that you didn't put your vehicle in park and take your foot off the brake or something like that. It will go into the parking gear on its own, which let's do that one more time. Let me shut the door, put it in drive as if I'm about to go, open up the door, let my foot off the brake, and it automatically go into park. That is a real safety feature because I've actually seen and experienced myself where I would put it in drive and forget it was in drive, open the door and go to get out and the car starts to move. You know, when you jump back in real quick, hit the brake and then throw it into park because you forgot to put it into park. But this vehicle will remember for you. So I think that's pretty cool. Basically, when you have a vehicle like this, obviously all these features vary. If you get an F-150, it doesn't guarantee it's going to come with these features, but try to be strategic whenever you're going to purchase a vehicle to make sure it has the features that you see in this video. Or if you don't want those features, make sure it has the features you are actually looking for in a pickup truck, especially if you're using it for work. try to be strategic, because I did buy this one out of his depreciation window, and understand what you're getting yourself into. Try to find the best deals for the time of you getting a pickup truck like this, especially if it's for work, because there's certain loopholes and certain ways of buying these type of vehicles without it really hurting your business. Just be strategic, and obviously do your own due diligence when doing things like that. But I guess with that being said, I'll see you on the next one.